Thank you, Lorraine. So if you've caught some of the gist, this is a partnership. It's a partnership between our elected officials, between city government, the executive side of the branch, between the construction side, the Queens Public Library side, and all of our great people from our Capital Division who work closely with DDC. But none of this would have been possible without a great architect. An architect who had a vision, had a dream, worked with the various parties, and sometimes it may not have been that easy, but then came up with this magnificent structure. So it's now my pleasure to bring to the microphone that architect, the man himself, Stephen Hall. Stephen, the microphone is yours, sir, and thank you for everything.
There's so many people to thank. I'm going to just talk about how this got done. And I would say, first of all, Jimmy Van Brenner told me that before we were even brought on to this project, a developer had offered a couple of floors in the bottom of one of these towers for free. And Jimmy Van Brenner said, no, we need the new expression of a public building. I thought that's really courageous because, I mean, it cuts across this whole problem of money and time. On September 23rd in 2010, exactly 9 years and 1 day ago, I made a sketch presentation to Jimmy and a committee group. The first presentation, I said, the building should be a vertical expression. You know, this is a 32,000 square foot site. That means we could have built this whole building on a single floor. It would just be a splat in front of these condominiums. I said, not only will it be a presence, but it'll give all the people in the building amazing views to Manhattan. Wait till you see what you can find out inside. And the children's library, especially with the windows going inside. And I only have 2 minutes and I already used up 1.5. So I would say, first of all, this building is for the future. And here we have Eo Helene Hall, 3.5 years old. Could you just hold Eo Helene up? She loves libraries and she can't wait to get inside. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And we're about to wrap up, and then the mayor will join us as well. And Queens West Development was also very instrumental in giving us money as well, and we want to acknowledge them. And I would like to call to the microphone Toby James to speak. Toby?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Toby James, representing the Queens West Development Corporation and also Empire State Development. As Dennis mentioned, we were part of the partnership that kind of brought this library and the Queens West Development site to light. It's really exciting for us to be here and to celebrate this momentous occasion. For me, as a child, I remember when my family immigrated here from Nigeria to New York, one of my fondest memories in terms of acclimating socially was trips to the Central Library in Brooklyn. I spent a lot of time in the library stacks, looking at the DVDs and the books that were available, and it was really a gateway for me to immerse myself in the culture and the resources that were available, the endless possibilities that the library provided to me. So I'm excited for the young people in this community, excited for those who will come here to take computer classes, who will come here to learn a new language, who will come here to open themselves to new skills, new lifestyles, and endless possibilities. So congratulations to us all. Congratulations to the Queens West community. Thank you.
Thank you, Toby. So now I had referred to earlier in the program, and I would like to introduce Dr. Angelou, who will say a few words, but more importantly, he has stayed involved as far as being an advocate on behalf of this great library and setting up a special fund that will be used solely for the Hunters Point Library. And I want to publicly say thank you for your years of dedication and support, and we look forward to working with you and your family in the future. And it's my pleasure to ask Angelou to come to the microphone. Doctor?
I want to thank the Queens Library for inviting me and my family to this. More importantly, that they continue to recognize and honor Fausta and whatever contribution she made. It's 99 months since she passed, and she's still a presence here. Jimmy said it best about what she did with the signatures, so I'm not going to reiterate that, but I am going to piggyback on what you had said about her spirit. Most of us know that she passed in June of 2011. Few of you know where she passed. And it's unbelievable to me that when you walk into this building and look across the East River and see the New York Langone sign, that's the hospital in which she passed. I choose to believe that part of her essence and energy left that hospital room and is still hovering somewhere there. It's even more amazing as far as the design. This building is actually tilted in that direction. I think that's pretty cool. So she's there. When you see that building, don't think about that's where she passed. Think about that's where the energy is that's watching over Long Island City, the moms and the kids, and especially this building. I am very grateful that I got to go at this point in the program because I learned a lot about what this truly represents. She wanted a place to bring the kids to read books, but it's a lot more than that, and she would be amazed at what this is. Good thing comes to those who wait. We have certainly waited. This really feels like a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. So now, before I bring the mayor to the microphone, just want to announce to the community, in case you did not see this somewhere in the press before, that the Hunters Point Library is going to be the site of a Queens Public Library's first ever environmental education center. We received nearly a $1 million grant that will be over the next 3 years from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and the City Parks Foundation. And this library will offer, in addition to all the other great services, it will offer science, technology, engineering, and math classes and workshops as well. Our hope is that the center will add another exciting component of learning to this great library, and we're very excited about its origin, and UNI will be briefing the community as we proceed in implementing this great program. So we're excited about that, but we're more excited in that, as Laura, or Deputy Mayor, indicated, and Lorraine indicated, this was a get it done now project. They've waited long enough, and it's time to finish it. And while Laura was instrumental, Lorraine was instrumental, DDC was instrumental, Queens Public Library staff was instrumental, there was a leader who helped us get to this particular point, and that's the Mayor of the City of New York. It is now my pleasure to bring to the microphone Mayor Bill de Blasio. Mayor?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is a really, really good day for Queens, and this is a good day for New York City. We got a lot to celebrate here. First of all, I want to celebrate Dennis for the extraordinary work he does. He has made the library stronger, the library system stronger than ever. Let's thank Dennis Walcott for all he does. So, you look around and you see all these extraordinary new buildings, and you look across the way to Manhattan, you see a lot of beautiful buildings, you see a lot of remarkable things. But here is the jewel, right here. This is the building that everyone's talking about. And it is not only because it's beautiful, it's because of what's going to happen in here, what it's going to mean for the people of this community. But the most important, the most wonderful thing I can say about this building is it belongs to you. Congratulations. And a lot of people worked hard on this to create something beautiful, something inspiring, something uplifting, something for everyone. And one of the things I love about this new library is it speaks to our values as New Yorkers. We believe in a place for everyone, right? That's what we believe in this town. We want a place that everyone is welcome, everyone is comfortable, everyone experiences something great together. And that's what we're going to have here. Now, sometimes, my friends, government gets its act together. Sometimes it takes a while. Doesn't always happen overnight. But to pick up on Dennis's point, a lot of people worked really hard to get us to the finish line. And I want to thank so many good people here, but I want to start with members of my team for whom this was clearly a labor of love, and I want you to join me in thanking them again. Deputy Mayor for Operations, Laura Anglin. The fabulous Commissioner for the Department of Design and Construction when she's not being the head of the School Construction Authority. She does it all. Lorraine Grillo, thank you. And someone who truly loves Queens, always looks out for Queens, our Cultural Affairs Commissioner, Tom Finkel-Pearl, thank you. To the elected officials, they've all fought for this, advocated for this, done so much to bring us to this day, so thank you to Borough President Melinda Katz and Councilmember Jimmy Van Bramer and Senator Mike Gianaris, Assemblymember Kathy Nolan, Assemblymember Aravella Simotas. Let's thank them all for all they have done. And former Councilmember Edward Sadowski. Let's thank him as well. We appreciate once a council member, always a council member. I can attest to that. And then folks who have done so much for the library, I want to thank Un Young Chang and the chair of the board, Heda Mihalsis. I knew you when, Heda, before we called you chair. Gary Strong, and of course from the architect Stephen Hall. Beautiful, beautiful design. Let's thank all of them. So this is history. This is the first new library in Queens in more than a decade. That is something to celebrate. We are so happy that this day has come. And what does it mean? It means a place that will change people's lives. I always try and remind us, you know, when we do something like this, it's about all the people who will benefit. It means a place where a young person will apply for college, or someone will come here and get information that will lead them to a job, or someone will come here to become a citizen, or to learn a new language, or to register to vote. All of that's going to happen here, and so much more, so much education. Kids are going to learn and grow here. And it's going to be an anchor for this neighborhood. The folks who worked on this understood that this was something very, very important and special. And this is not business as usual. You all are hearing the acclaim that this beautiful building is getting. This was not business as usual. This was shooting for the stars. And everyone resolved to do something beautiful. And this is what we have to be as a city, a place where when we do something new, whether it's a new school, a new park, new affordable housing, we make it something great, we make it something for everybody. And that's what we intend to do. So today, we do something memorable, something that will be remembered in this community, felt in this community, felt in this borough, felt in this city for a long, long time. And something that's going to give us a lot of pride. And we'll remember this day, and every time we come back here and see that child who's learning and growing, or seeing that senior that comes here, and it's such a beautiful part of their day, we'll remember this was a moment when everyone got it right. And everyone here deserves a lot of praise for sticking with it and getting us to this day. And now just a few words in Spanish. Me enorgullece estar aquí en la apertura de la primera nueva biblioteca de Queens en más de una década. Este magnífico edificio traerá recursos muy necesarios al creciente y diverso condado de Queens. Queens sounds the same in Spanish. Esta biblioteca será un gran lugar para familias, niños, niñeros y para todos los neoyorquinos. To everyone, this is a day to celebrate success as many fathers and mothers. Congratulations to all. Well done, everybody.
So now, the ribbon cutting. So we're going to move the podium, we're going to line up the ribbon, and then we'll cut. The library will be open, don't forget, at 4 o'clock.
Don't sit back down.
East River, you can look out the window from inside or go out to the back. Fire department boat will be there shooting water on our behalf. So thank you all, and we'll line up now for the ribbon cutting. Thank you. Also,
We turn it over.
one other thing, I just want to acknowledge Representative Carolyn Maloney, who obviously is in Washington, D.C., fighting on our behalf, but her representatives are here. And the mayor also indicated our Commissioner of Cultural Affairs, Tom Finkelpearl, as well. Thank you.
Hold on. They're moving this first. Hold on.